The
No,
Boko Haram
Nigeria.
that you have been speaking for is a group against Western education.
So
That's what
okay,
they're
so
against.
if they want, wait, let's just wait. There's difference between Western education and modern education. Chinese are producing cars without speaking English. Russians are producing aeroplanes without speaking English. So if they say they don't want
Okay, your
English, what
problem.
means
I
English?
think I think
Wait,
your problem
if they
is
say no,
America involvement in this.
this is how you solve the problem. Since you said you don't want, then you ask them which language do you want? Do you want Arabic? Do you want because there's medicine in Arabic, there's engineering in Arabic. So you follow these people and pacify them, educate them, then civilize them.
Okay. No, Barrister. Before we land, you should land on stores. But I want to come to you, Barrister. Thank you so very much.
So don't estimate the value of education. If it's China coming to say that, people will believe it, because China is not closing into our internal affairs. If it's Russians, people will believe them. But America are not to be liars. They said Saddam Hussein has new weapons of mass destruction, and there is none. And they have caused confusion in Iraq, in Libya, and everywhere. So when they said Muslims are killing, or there is massacre of Muslims and Christians in Nigeria, from which side? They didn't specify whether it is the government or whether it is the Muslims that are doing it, or even if Christians are targeted. Whatever it is, if Americans can cure and eliminate the terrorists, I will welcome it myself. But I know they cannot.
Okay, when you say they cannot, when you say they cannot,
let me tell you. Okay. They have fought 20 years in Afghanistan. They could not finish them. Afghanistan is in Syria now. This same thing. And these terrorists you see, it's not easy to just come and drop bombs here and there and think you will finish them. They have infiltrated the society, so it's going to cause more damage. More Muslims and more Christians will be killed if America would drop a bomb in Nigeria. I'm telling you this. You can take it for a record. So what we are trying to avoid, we are going to even compound it. Look, myself, I have been trying to see how we can pacify these people. I've been going to see how we can pacify these people and redirect them, because they are human beings. They listen and reason. But if you say you want to use force against force, then you will compound the problem and make the thing dirty. If Nigerian army, which has been very active in many hotspots, cannot deal with this issue for 18 years, for 15 years with Boko Haram, and now the bandits, and to me, the bandits are even more vicious because they are.
You said something about Nigerian army not being able to do something about it for some time now. You have been the person, or rather, news have actually carried it that you more like mediate or serve as an intermediary between them and the government, and that actually has sparked quite reaction among Nigerians. What can you tell us to be, some of the good points or flashpoints of your interaction or discussion with them, especially when you had to get into the bush? Because the other time we're talking about giving them amnesty and all that.
Yes. You see, just to entice them to leave their weapons. You see, one thing good about it is, you see, you don't treat a disease without diagnosis. If a doctor can diagnose a disease, even if it's cancer, he will know how to manage it. So the good thing about it is, now before we are fighting a phantom, we don't know something is fighting us, coming to take us. We don't know that person. Now, by going to talk with them and sit down with them and to hear their grievances and understand their psychology, so we are able now to contain the problem. Now Kaduna is relatively safe. I can say from you don't hear any more mass killings now in Kaduna, because we understand their psychology and the governor is cooperating. We are talking to them and they are keeping their weapons. They are not fighting. They still on the weapons. They hold the weapons. But you see, this is a small, gradual process in which slowly we will civilize them. We'll take away their weapons and let them into good citizens. So this is it. It has to be systemic. But for America to come and start bombing in northern Nigeria, I'm telling you, Trump is an extremist, just like this extremist you are fighting. In fact, they could even be behind them just because they want our resources. In fact, so many experts, intelligence said the West is behind Al-Qaeda, the West is behind ISIS, the West is behind all this, so that, they give you a problem and suggest a solution. Then they're building the biggest consulate in Nigeria. Why? In Lagos. Because they want to come and establish the authority and power here. So you people should not allow them to use the name of Christianity. There are no any Christians. This man groping women and doing all those kind of things. This is convicted felony. I think he's coming to protect. Christianity is a reverent religion. In Islam, let me tell you, read the Quran. The Quran is there. وَجَعَلْنَا فِي قُلُوبِ الَّذِينَ تَبَعُوهُ رَحْمَةً وَرَحْمَةً. Allah has told us in the Quran, the followers of Jesus, Allah has put compassion and mercy in their hearts. They are very loving people. This is Christianity, not this kind of nonsense cowboy accusing people, threatening all the world with. And one thing is an antichrist, because in the name of Christ, and he's saying he's a peaceful man and he's a warmonger, trying to cause problem all over. So I want Nigerian Christians to know they have no better friends than these Muslims we are neighbors with. We can live together in peace. The language of Trump is very contemptible and disrespecting the integrity and sovereignty of Nigeria. He called us. He called us.
Go ahead, please.
Okay, he called us a disgraced country. He also threatened Nigeria with a military action.
No, but the reason for the military action is because Nigerians, Christians, are being killed in their numbers. I don't know if you're familiar with the data.
So it means he's only concerned with the Christian lives.
Are you not concerned? Are you not concerned about the lives of Nigerians?
He's only concerned with the Christian lives, and he's not concerned with the Muslim lives.
No, but
Muslims are losing every day to these terrorists.
If we X-ray the statements from President Trump, he said he didn't say he's going to come and kill Muslims. He said he will come and he would wipe out the Islamic jihadists.
No, you see, let's be pragmatic. Let's be pragmatic in what we do. He is specifically showing that he's a vanguard of Christianity and Christians here. That will automatically turn the Muslims against him, even though he's fighting the terrorists. And one thing also, the terrorists, because they have been attacking Muslims more. Now, if by any chance he kill anyone terrorist in the name of protecting Christians, they immediately turn their guns directly on the Christians. Let me